Welcome back, everybody. Today we are doing what will theoretically be our last video of Alpha 18. Decided rather than doing the usual grade, we're actually going to set today off with our long-awaited wood base challenge. Now, what we've done is build a series of bases, all of them 100% wood, except for, obviously the lighting. Everything else in all of these bases is wood construction. No iron, no steel, no cobblestone, nothing. The challenge for us being, can we actually make a wood base that will survive our game state and our day count? The other wrinkle in all of this is we're going to limit ourselves because it feels like, if we had 5 people standing there with M60 just blasting full auto, we'd probably carry just about anything, and I think the block sort of proved that concept to a degree. Right. So today we are also limiting ourselves in no full auto weapons, no explosives, and no fire. Fire just seems like a bad idea in a wood hut, to be honest with you. And yeah, yep. That one may be more flavor than anything.
To be fair, that did not save the shit hut, though.
No. True enough. True enough. So what we're going to do is run a quick Horde Night on each of these, see if the base concepts can stand up, and whether or not it is viable or even feasible to construct a base entirely out of wood, the cheapest material possible, for the ultimate endgame run. Today we're starting off with X's base. Do you have a name for this? Is this just X's brown hole?
That's a good one, but I think I'm going to name it the Tomb.
The Tomb. All right, so as you can see, this is a sea of wooden spikes, with the idea being that it's to route them in the front door, kind of Alcatraz-esque here, if you're familiar with that video. Get them up the stairs. They hit the wedge tips. You had to use wedge tips, huh? Boo.
Hey, it's the last time they're available to do the trick, so I gotta go out on them.
And then they just drop to bedrock, and they're stuck down here. So this is actually kind of the new and improved version of the shit shack. Can we actually take that, drop them down a hole concept, and get it to work if it's designed a little differently? Now, you realize, X, that if you've built the Shit Shack 2.0 and it fails, we're going to give you an endless amount of shit for that, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
So, we've got, what do you call it, the Tomb? I think I like X's brown hole a little better, no lie. Let's see how she does. Alright. Let's, watch how they immediately come in through the sides.
Nope. Oh, what? There goes that one. They're tracking for that side pretty fucking hard, though. That's for sure.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, let's just let them fall. Let's let them track for a minute. See what.
Bye.
I think you actually made like too big of a ramp.
No, they're. I mean, I don't know what they're doing on the left side there, but this guy's getting shit done. But they hit that wall and drop.
Oh, something.
What was that?
Cops
Top?
hit.
Oh.
You're fucking reaching us from down there.
I think there may be some on the sides. It's the shit shack, but it works.
Yeah?
It's because it's the shit facility.
There is nothing else out here. I think we've got...
We trapped all
so
the
they chewed a hole into some of your spikes. They've been pathing out here into that, but there's nothing. Like, everybody else is down the fucking pit.
Now look at them down there.
Basically, we can just leave them down there.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Oh god, they're all in a pile. Oh.
Yeah, don't shoot them. Just let them stay down there.
Yeah, they're doing a big gay pile down there, but that's it. They're just gonna dig mindlessly, and it's not gonna achieve anything when they're 100 yards underground like that.
Yeah, they're just down there.
Yeah.
They're down there in a big gay pile.
They did knock a couple of holes in here.
That's to be expected. The cops been alone.
I mean, there's a couple pings here and there.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked outside yet.
I'm interested more in, like, given a couple of hours undisturbed, how far up they'll dig.
Yeah. That's fair. So, is this our first AFK base?
It kind of seems like it.
Once more into the fray I go.
They're just
Chop.
digging. They're not even digging that productively.
Just digging around in a circle.
Kinda, yeah. They're not going up at all.
Huh.
They're digging at head height, and they've put 2 little pivots in. It's nothing substantive.
Oh, they're going up a little bit.
They're
The
not
cops
gonna.
were.
They're not gonna get anywhere. All right, so it's midnight, and we haven't shot around in an hour and a half or an hour or so because they're just down the hole here. I think X, your wood-based challenge, has resulted in a pretty solid AFK base here. They're
They're
digging.
down here not doing shit.
They're digging, but they're not gonna get anywhere. They're stuck. This is over. As long as we don't kill them, maybe 1 or 2 stragglers will pop up if they beat each other to death. But past that, they're stuck down there. I think. So we just had a big mama. Somebody died down there. She comes up the ladder and join your friends. Bye, Karen.
Bye.
And away she goes. She's gonna go speak to the manager of the hole. All right, I think we can call that one damn near a win. Let's ride the clock out here and see what happens. 3:55 in the morning, and shit else has happened. The random straggler.
Oh, hey, there's a guy.
Yeah, that's the first one in a while, and he just goes down the hole and joins the rest of them. Pew.
Unless we try to kill him.
Well, that too. Down he goes. So down the hole, they are still just stupidly digging in random places. So yeah, X, you get a gold star for your wood challenge base. Nicely done.
Woohoo!
So far, we are 1 for 1 with the wood-based challenge, with a bit of an asterisk there, since your base used wedge tips out the ass. Boo.
Yeah, well.
And those are going away in A19, so I wouldn't try to replicate that exact idea anytime soon, but, whatever. Now we are out at Nev's base, and what are you calling this? This is the mountain.
Yeah, basically.
That's the mountain 2.0, and you took the mountain and you made it bristly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the mountain after a long work day and has a 5 o'clock shadow.
Fucking hell. That is an ocean of spikes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
my basic thought was, you could leave them to basically hack at the base of the mountain, but the problem that I had with the mountain itself was how to replicate a way to it using just wood. I found a spire with a plateau near it that wasn't too far and was close enough that I could put this
Bar bridge
walkway.
down. Yeah. And then you've got, so if they come from this direction, they are just going to run up the hill, but then you've got this tiny ass narrow little bridge to funnel them, and away you go.
Nev, you also left a patch of railing empty over here, and I suspect Duel's going to fall down somehow.
I doubt that. Fuck.
Oh!
Jesus. All right, where are they coming?
Fucking hell.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
they're
good.
coming from the plateau.
I'll get them from this side, guys.
Did you use your 2 broken legs on them?
Oh yeah, look at that. They are smashing on those spikes. They are getting the shit kicked out of them by all those spikes, that's for sure. You don't seem to be doing, like, you remember the raptor pen where they kind of picked paths and came in collectively? Here they seem to be having a little harder time deciding on an exact approach. Yeah, there's a lot of them down here you can't see from all the way up top, but they are just smashing on these spikes trying to get to the base of the mountain, and it's not...
And there's
Yeah,
some,
they're
it looks like they're bashing against the base of the plateau.
Yeah, it's really not doing them any favors. They haven't been able to pick a route here at all. Keeps any one point from getting overwhelmed. You don't get the World War Z pile going on any one piece of the structure.
And I'm willing to bet part of what's screwing them up is the fact that there's the bridge here. If the bridge wasn't there, I think they would all just gather around the base of the spire.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is giving them a way to get to us.
There's a path here, and some of them are trying to do that, but they're having trouble getting there. Much less when they actually encounter us.
Look at that. We've made 2 boring Horde Knights out of wood.
So,
Because we know how to design bases?
remember this when all of the crying starts about wedge tips going away in 19. Oh, this is the only viable design, blah 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 blah. Bitch, look how wood endgame. Jesus, that guy got his ass eaten out.
And not in the way he wanted.
Nope.
Maybe he did. It's a zombie. I'm not going to judge. I think we've proven this one is safe and effective.
Yeah, it is midnight.
Oh, there's a demo. 2
Is
of
there?
them. Yep.
Nice.
3 of them?
Maybe.
Can't can't tell in the shadow. I think it's
Well,
3.
let them do what they want.
That guy's gonna pop. Didn't do anything. He popped on the plateau. What do we got over here? They're doing fuck all. They've eaten a lot of your spikes, but past that. Alright, 357. We are just about done with this night, and yeah, they've accomplished jack shit. The most damage they did was onto the big plateau, which isn't even supporting anything. Here they're kind of aimlessly punching random spots. They ate a lot of your spikes, but that's what they were there for. No harm, no foul there. The base itself is completely untouched. We never had to repair or replace anything up here. So I think you get good marks on this one too, Nev. Congratulations, gold star. Bing.
Thank you.
Let's clear these up and make our way over to number 3. Last but certainly not least, well, hopefully not least, we have my entry into the wood-based challenge. I have no better suggestion for name beyond peer pressure. Get it? Because it's a peer. Shut up. The idea on this one being not quite as AFK as the last two, so a little different strategy here, but it's just another ocean of shit with a couple of false doors to hopefully encourage traffic to run straight down the pier. The only actual legitimate entry into this is actually underwater. So you come out here to the shoreline, do a little swimming, and away you go. That's a, little prayer, a little leftover from the shit shack. That might be a good or a bad omen, we'll see. So let's see if I can replicate the success of your cheater AFK bases. Let's find out. No, I'm kidding. They didn't cheat. I'm just salty because they're probably both going to win, and I'm going to walk away with the big L here. Now, with this one, it's probably going to be a second before we can see them if they come through the wall as I want them to. They've got a little bit of work to do out there first.
We want to let them try to advance.
I mean, you're going to have to for a grip. We're not going to be able to see much.
Here we go.
I am genuinely curious as to where they...
Oh, I see some off to the right here.
Yeah, they're coming through. They got the walls, the fake doors. They are kind of tracking to the doors there. Guy's doing his level best to jump up some spikes. This is not an AFK base too, so as soon as you have shots, take them. If they don't take those doors, they're going to have to kind of decide a pathing, and it might take them a second to figure out a route. There's a couple of them congregating on the left there. But
Got a
they've
few on
also
the
got to
right.
get through some spikes to even make a decent attempt.
I foresee this one we're going to end up fighting them nose to nose.
Think so?
Especially with the way they're pouring through that wall right there.
They're tracking through these wood spikes perhaps a little faster than I would have liked initially. What's interesting, I think, is even with X's base, the damage that we've seen recorded so far, if these concepts were built out of, iron spikes and concrete and whatnot, like, all three of them would just be monstrously effective.
Seriously, how can a game that looks this bad run worse than Wildlands?
Because it's super sub-optimized.
Their dev team is like 2 dudes in a case of beer. I don't know.
There's at least 5 of them now. I watched
Sure.
a part of the stream.
Yeah, but they're still sharing the same case of beer, so it doesn't go as far.
You just get bored and wander off.
That's why that's actually why we're getting more stuff in 19 now. They're not as drunk. But it's not as fun stuff because, again, they're not as drunk.
We're getting the fisting.
Don't ever say that again.
No, that's gonna get an infinite amount of mileage. We are all getting fisted for the duration of 19. Buckle up. Strap in, strap on.
It's gonna get about as much mileage as the hot pickle juice in the eye.
I just gotta figure out some way to get fisting or fistin lined up with, like, how you're cruising for a bruising. You're something for a fisting. I gotta figure out where I want to go with that.
I am hearing a lot of automatic weapon fire now.
No, this is my semi-auto SMG. No, prove it. See, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
And my AK also has a semi-auto.
Okay. I wonder how mine would have responded if I'd done it with ramps.
We would have had to have shot a lot more of them.
Yeah.
There would have
They
been
still would have
traffic
fallen
ending
in.
up in there, yeah, but it wouldn't have been a universal 100% like auto dump.
See, there what you would have done is just ramp it down and not have any of the ramps on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them nowhere to go. But you'd still have to have something that they can visualize as an approach to you. So there'd have to be some sort of...
So yeah, just ramp it down that one area. Just not going along the sides. And that'll
Well, that's
do
what I'm
it.
saying. If you just built a ramp and you were standing in the hole, they wouldn't view that as an approach. They viewed it as an approach because they thought they could cross those wedge tip sides.
That's true. What could also actually work really good there then is the some junk turrets with the crippler mod.
Yeah.
Knock them down.
Yeah.
They are making a run for my beachfront property here, which is an interesting approach. Are they trying to get around to the back?
I'm wondering.
I'd rather not have to shoot them underwater, but it's potential.
They're making their way forward.
They are slowly grinding through it.
Just like prom.
Although that grinding was not slow.
Didn't last very long though.
I mean, it was 17. What do you want? Interesting that they got water access down here, but they don't seem to be using it. They're trying to route to the side of the thing here. The
Yeah.
actual dock, not the base.
We gonna vote on the end on our favorite?
I would expect it as much.
Maybe we does YouTube do polls? Can you put a poll on a video?
Not until we get like 1,000 subs.
Wow.
Yeah,
Say we put a poll out and let the viewers decide.
We can't put messages like or anything up like that until we get 1,000 subs.
Well, y'all, step to it. One and only time we'll ask for subs right there.
Where are the demos coming after these wood bases?
Ping.
Ping.
I feel like that one's justified.
They're definitely pathing weird. I'd like to
Yeah.
see a couple more getting these rows they carved out and actually get to the building.
I'm cool with them not doing that, but they're too busy doing donuts down on the beach there. It's kind of strange. Looks like the night is over, and they got a little salty about this one. I mean,
They did
the
not
other
enjoy
two
that.
definitely tried to cheese a little bit. I mean, your wedge tip thing is hard cheese. The
Yeah.
mountain, I guess, isn't cheesy, but it's definitely an AFK strategy. This was the head-on. Can you just kind of push through it strat? And they beat the shit out of this, but we were untouched up here. I mean, they never presented a threat here, so I still consider this a pass. So X's base, what do you guys think? My only hang-up is the fact that the wedge tip strat legit is going away in just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
It is.
The only real reason
there's
I did
no
that way.
posterity left on that base.
It
I
could
don't know,
easily
I-
be done otherwise.
I don't know. I think I was the most productive on that one. I mean, I was able to. I paid some credit card bills online. And, I really got a lot done, honestly.
That's fair. Nevs, it was successful. I don't have any complaints about it. It's an AFK base. It is what it is.
I got to use a chainsaw.
I mean, I gotta take it down a notch because I took damage. I mean, to be fair, it was because I wandered off, but Nev failed to put barriers to keep me from wandering off, so that's just failure
We
on
gotta
his
get you
part.
one of those little child leashes.
Yeah, he didn't think about it.
And this one, it was, like I said, it was a difference in strategies. This was just the brute force attempt. I think it held up. We were never threatened. It obviously requires a lot of repair work if you're going to try to redo it for another night.
But then again, it is wood. And if it was built of like actual endgame materials, they would have gotten through less than about half of the spikes they did.
Oh, absolutely. If you had some spikes or blade traps spinning out there and this pier was built out of concrete and not wood, and yeah. No, this would absolutely work as a normal strategy for sure. I think we can call that a 3 for 3. We had 3 bases attempting high state endgame, and all 3 of them held up. None of them failed. This one's beat up, but it still protected the wearer or the user, and away we go. So we can show and say definitively now, kind of like the science experiment with the steel base, it doesn't require any design to make steel work. Conversely, you can design to the point where in endgame you can make wood work.
Well, whose do you like best, Nev?
Nev?
I liked yours best. There was something about just sitting there and watching them fall in the hole and then just kind of walk around in the pit. Just
Nev likes holes.
We knew that. X?
Mine for just the sheer simplicity of it. Yours, I definitely had a lot more fun. It was a lot more action packed.
For me personally, I would probably say that if I had to do this at gunpoint and, can you survive a night, $100,000 challenge, or whatever, I would go with Nev's strategy personally. I think that was the most effective, and there's nothing risking there in terms of materials if you're playing legit, and there's nothing cheese about it that's going to go away anytime soon. Dave?
I was thinking the same thing actually. I think Nev's is the most like neutrally viable.
Duel?
Yeah, probably Nev allows me to go out and punch stuff if I want.
So we got a winner.
Get up and personal with the zombies, see what they're really feeling.
The Mountain claims another win. Not only did it get a phenomenal grade from us, but it held up on the Wood Challenge night, but I think we have demonstrated that the Wood Challenge is a success across the board if you're willing to adopt any number of strategies and just build to suit. So that wraps it up for us for A18, and we are already conversing and prepping up for our schedule in 19. And we're going to do some big shit in Season 2. You can expect a little bit of a tease from us here shortly. We will see you in A19.